You are here now, and there is nothing you need to do. No effort is required. No attention needs to be sharp. You can simply allow the sound of this voice to exist beside you, like a quiet presence in a dimly lit room, steady and unhurried, inviting your body and mind to soften. As you rest, you may notice your breathing beginning to slow, not because you force it to, but because the body remembers how to do this on its own. Inhale gently and let the exhale take its time. The earth beneath you has been doing this kind of patience for billions of years, holding, supporting, never rushing. You are safe within that patience now. You are resting on a planet that has learned how to be calm in ways so deep and ancient that they are almost invisible. The ground beneath you may feel still, but it is quietly alive, breathing heat from its core, moving at a pace so slow it feels like silence. Entire continents drift across the surface of the earth at about the same speed your fingernails grow, a motion so gentle it cannot be felt, only trusted. Even now, as you lie still, the land beneath you is gliding through time with infinite care. The earth knows how to wait. It has always known. As you continue to rest, you can imagine the planet turning beneath a blanket of night. The rotation is smooth, constant, and unbroken. There is no sudden movement, no jolt, no sharp edge to the turning. One full rotation takes a full day, and yet the motion itself feels like rest, like a slow breath drawn in and released. You are carried along on that rotation without effort, without awareness, just as you are carried now towards sleep. The atmosphere around the earth wraps the planet like a soft, protective shawl. It is thick enough to shield light from the harshness of space, yet light enough to let sunlight filter gently through during the day and release heat slowly at night. This balance is one of Earth's quiet talents. Nothing extreme, nothing abrupt. Just enough warmth, just enough coolness, just enough space for life to relax into being. As you listen, your body may begin to feel heavier, as if gravity itself is tucking you in. Gravity on Earth is steady and kind. It does not pull too hard, nor does it let go. It keeps oceans resting in their basins and keeps your body grounded, connected, supported. Even when you are asleep, gravity continues its work so you do not have to. You are held, moment after moment, without interruption. The oceans cover most of the Earth's surface, and they move with a rhythm older than memory. Tides rise and fall in response to the moon's gentle pull, creating a slow, predictable pulse across the planet. This movement is never rushed. Water travels vast distances without urgency, flowing, evaporating, condensing, and returning again. The water cycle continues whether anyone is watching or not, a reminder that important processes do not require attention or control. You might imagine the deep ocean now, far below the surface, where sunlight fades into soft blue darkness and then into quiet black. Down there, everything moves slowly. Creatures drift rather than rush. Temperatures remain steady. The pressure is constant, and the environment does not change quickly. It is a place where time stretches and softens, much like the way time feels as you fall asleep. The Earth's surface cools gently at night, releasing the warmth it gathered during the day. This release happens gradually, molecule by molecule, into the surrounding air. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is forced. Heat moves from where it is abundant to where it is needed, following simple, reliable rules that never hurry. You can allow your own warmth to settle now, spreading comfortably through your muscles, easing tension without instruction. Even the rocks beneath you have a story of rest. Many stones began as molten material deep within the earth, slowly cooling over millions of years. As they cooled, their energy decreased, settling into stable forms that have endured quietly ever since. In this way, the earth teaches that slowing down is not a loss of power, but a transformation into something lasting and calm. As your awareness drifts, you may notice thoughts becoming softer around the edges. This is natural. The earth does not cling to a single moment. It allows seasons to pass, climates to shift, landscapes to change gradually over time. Forests grow, rest, and return to soil. Mountains rise and wear down. Nothing stays tense forever. Everything is allowed to loosen, given enough time. Nighttime on Earth is not an absence, but a different kind of presence. The planet turns away from the sun, and in that turning, darkness arrives like a blanket, reducing stimulation, lowering temperatures, signaling to living systems that it is time to repair and restore. Your body recognizes this signal instinctively. Hormones shift, muscles relax, awareness dims gently, the way lights fade rather than switch off. Above you, even when you cannot see it, the sky is vast and patient. The stars appear fixed, yet they too are moving, slowly orbiting the center of the galaxy. Their distances are so immense that motion becomes imperceptible, turning movement into stillness. The Earth travels through space at extraordinary speed, yet because everything moves together, it feels like rest. This is a reminder that calm does not require stillness, only harmony. The magnetic field of the Earth extends far into space, invisible and protective. It quietly deflects solar radiation, shielding the surface from harm. You never feel it working, yet it is always there, constant and dependable. In much the same way, your nervous system has its own protective rhythms, lowering alertness as you rest, guarding your sleep without conscious effort. As you lie here, you are supported by layers of earth that have held life for eons, soil formed from ancient rock and decayed plants, compressed gently over time. Beneath that, stone that remembers oceans, deserts, and forests long gone. All of it resting, stacked, balanced. You can trust this support. You do not need to monitor it. You can let yourself sink into it, just a little more with each breath. The passage of time on Earth is measured not only by clocks, but by cycles, day and night, tides, seasons. These cycles repeat without stress, without anxiety about what comes next. Spring does not rush towards summer. Night does not worry about morning. Each phase arrives when it is ready. You are allowed to follow the same rhythm now, moving naturally towards sleep without effort or expectation. Your breathing may feel slower now, deeper, quieter. This mirrors the way the Earth breathes heat and energy in long, slow exchanges. Nothing abrupt, nothing sharp, just a steady movement toward balance. As your body finds that balance, sensations fade into the background, leaving only a sense of being held, of belonging to something vast and gentle. Be calm. The Earth has survived storms, impacts, and changes beyond counting, not by tension, but by adaptation and rest. After disruption, it always returns to equilibrium. Forests regrow, oceans calm, temperatures stabilize. This ability to recover is built into the planet itself, and in a smaller, quieter way, it is built into you too. You do not need to solve anything tonight. You do not need to remember anything. The Earth will continue to turn. The oceans will continue to move. Gravity will continue to hold you. All you need to do is rest within these truths, allowing them to carry you gently downward, into quieter thoughts, into softer awareness, into the kind of rest that asks for nothing and gives everything in return. And as the planet drifts through space, wrapped in darkness and silence, you can drift too, slowing, settling, supported by a world that has always known how to. You are still here, still held, and nothing has changed except that the night has grown a little deeper. There is no need to adjust your position or your thoughts. You can simply let them be as they are, drifting gently, like clouds that do not need direction. The earth beneath you continues its quiet work, steady and reliable, and you are free to rest within that steadiness. As you breathe, you may sense how the air around you feels calm and neutral. Earth's atmosphere is layered like a soft gradient, growing thinner as it rises, fading gently into space. There is no sharp boundary, no sudden edge where air stops and space begins. Everything transitions slowly, patiently. This is how the planet prefers to do things, and you can allow yourself to follow the same pattern now, letting wakefulness slowly thin into rest. Far below your awareness, deep within the earth, heat moves outward from the core at an almost unimaginable slowness. This warmth has been traveling for millions of years, inch by inch through solid rock, never rushing, never pausing, simply moving because movement is part of balance. Even now, that heat supports the surface, fuels tectonic motion, and keeps the planet alive. You do not feel it, yet it is always there, quietly doing its job, just like your heartbeat as you sleep. The earth does not demand attention to function. It does not need observation to continue. Rivers flow whether anyone watches them or not. Wind shapes landscapes even in empty places. In the same way, your body knows how to rest without instructions. Muscles loosen when they are ready. Thoughts slow when they are allowed to. You can trust this process completely. You may imagine the slow drift of clouds across the night sky, moved by air currents that circle the globe. These currents follow predictable patterns shaped by temperature and rotation, creating a gentle choreography that never hurries. Air rises, cools, sinks, and rises again, like a slow breath taken by the planet itself. As you exhale now, you can feel that same unforced rhythm, natural and unthinking. Time on Earth stretches differently depending on where you look. A second passes quickly to a human mind, yet to a mountain, a second is nothing at all. Mountains experience time as pressure, erosion, and silence. They rise slowly and wear down even more slowly until sharp edges soften into slopes. This softening is inevitable and calm. You do not need to stay sharp tonight. You can soften too. The surface of the Earth is always changing, yet it rarely feels chaotic. Shorelines shift grain by grain. Forests migrate over centuries. Ice forms and melts at the poles with patient consistency. These changes are quiet, almost invisible in the moment. Sleep works the same way. You do not suddenly fall asleep. You drift there, slowly enough that you may not notice the moment it happens. As night deepens, the sounds of the world often fade. This mirrors a larger truth about the planet itself. During nighttime, Earth radiates less energy into space than during the day. Activity decreases. Temperatures stabilize. Biological systems enter maintenance mode. You are part of this planetary rhythm. Your cells are already preparing to repair and restore gently and efficiently without needing your attention. Somewhere on Earth, even now, snow is falling silently. Each snowflake forms slowly around a tiny particle, building layer by layer in cold, calm air. No two are exactly alike, yet none are rushed. They descend without urgency, guided only by gravity and air resistance, arriving softly. You can let your thoughts fall the same way now, one by one, landing gently and disappearing. The moon continues its orbit, locked in a steady dance with the Earth. It always shows the same face to the planet, a result of long-term gravitational balance. This relationship took millions of years to settle into harmony. Now it is stable, predictable, soothing. The moon's presence subtly influences tides, helping oceans breathe in and out. Even if you cannot see it, its pull is felt, calm and constant. As you rest, you may notice that your awareness no longer needs to follow every word. That is perfectly fine. The Earth does not track every star in the sky. It simply moves within the system it belongs to. You belong here too, on this planet, at this moment, safe enough to let your attention wander and fade. Deep underground, layers of rock rest upon one another, each layer representing a chapter of Earth's history. These layers remain compressed and still for millions of years, carrying memories of ancient seas and long-extinct life forms. They are in no hurry to reveal their stories. Silence keeps them intact. Silence can keep you intact too, as you drift further into rest. The planet's axial tilt creates seasons, allowing different regions to experience cycles of growth and rest. Winter is not a failure of summer, but a necessary pause. During winter, energy is conserved, activity slows, and systems prepare quietly for renewal. Sleep serves the same purpose for you. It is not an absence of living, but a different mode of it. Your body temperature may begin to lower slightly now, a natural signal that sleep is approaching. Earth does this every night, cooling its surface gradually after sunset. This cooling is smooth and predictable. No alarms are needed. No force is applied. The temperature simply moves toward equilibrium. You can allow your own body to do the same, settling comfortably into the night. High above, satellites orbit the Earth endlessly, tracing smooth paths through space. Their motion is continuous yet feels still because it is stable. Stability creates calm. The Earth itself is in constant motion, spinning, orbiting, traveling through the galaxy. Yet from your perspective, it feels unmoving. This is the quiet magic of balance. When everything moves together, rest becomes possible. As you breathe, the space between thoughts may begin to widen. This space is not empty. It is restful. It is similar to the vast stretches of land or sea where little seems to happen, yet essential processes unfold slowly beneath the surface. Nutrients circulate, energy balances, life persists quietly. You do not need to hold on to the details of this moment. Earth does not cling to any single night. It allows each one to pass, making room for the next. You can let this moment pass through you as well, carrying you gently towards sleep without resistance. The night sky, even when cloudy, remains above you, unchanged in its vastness. Light from distant stars travels for years, sometimes centuries, before reaching Earth. When it arrives, it does so softly, without sound or force. This quiet arrival is a reminder that even across enormous distances, gentleness is possible. Your breathing now may feel almost automatic, as if it is happening somewhere else without effort. This is how the Earth manages most of its functions, automatically, reliably, without stress. You can trust your body to do the same as you rest. There is no destination you need to reach tonight. There is no task to complete. The planet will continue its calm motions whether you are awake or asleep. You are free to let go, little by little, thought by thought, breath by breath, sinking deeper into the quiet rhythm that has always been here, carrying you gently, steadily towards sleep. And as the Earth turns through the darkness, untroubled and patient, you can turn inward too, drifting softly, slowly into rest. You remain gently suspended in this quiet moment, where nothing presses in and nothing pulls away. The world feels distant, softened, as if wrapped in layers of night. There is no need to follow each idea or image. You can let them pass through you the way the Earth lets wind pass over its surface, leaving only subtle traces behind. The Earth has a remarkable ability to distribute energy evenly, smoothing extremes over time. Heat absorbed during the day is released slowly at night, spreading outward into the atmosphere and beyond. This slow release prevents sudden shifts, creating stability. In the same way, your body is releasing the energy of the day now, letting go of tension stored in muscles and nerves, returning gradually to a state of balance. Somewhere beneath the oceans, vast currents move steadily, carrying warm water toward cooler regions and cool water back toward warm. These currents take years, sometimes centuries, to complete their paths. They are among the slowest yet most powerful movements on the planet. Their patience keeps climates gentle and life possible. You do not need speed tonight. Slow movement is enough. Slow movement is powerful. As your awareness drifts, you might imagine the Earth seen from far away, a quiet sphere floating in darkness. From that distance, storms vanish into soft patterns, borders disappear, and motion becomes smooth and continuous. The planet looks peaceful because it is peaceful at scale. Problems dissolve when viewed from far enough away. You can allow your thoughts to move farther out now, losing their sharpness, blending into something wider and calmer. The night side of Earth is scattered with faint points of light from cities, glowing softly like embers rather than flames. These lights follow the curves of coastlines and rivers, shaped by geography and gravity. Even human activity, when seen from afar, becomes gentle and quiet. From here, everything feels orderly, resting within the planet's natural design. Your body, too, is designed for rest. Nerves that once carried signals of alertness now shift toward calm. Muscles that held you upright all day begin to loosen their grip. The brain reduces unnecessary activity, conserving energy. This transition does not require your attention. It happens automatically, the same way the Earth transitions from day to night without instruction. You may notice a sense of heaviness settling in, not uncomfortable, but grounding. This is gravity doing what it always does, keeping you connected to the Earth. Gravity is constant and forgiving. It asks nothing of you. It simply holds. Even when you sleep, gravity remains steady and reliable, a quiet reassurance that you will not drift away. The soil beneath you, wherever you are in the world, is alive with subtle processes. Microorganisms break down organic matter, releasing nutrients slowly back into the earth. Roots rest in darkness, absorbing moisture without sound. These processes continue through the night, unseen and uninterrupted. Life does not stop when you rest. It simply changes its pace. The Earth's rotation ensures that night arrives for everyone, one place at a time, like a slow wave of darkness traveling across the surface. This shared experience connects all living things. Somewhere, countless others are also lying down, also breathing more slowly, also letting go. You are part of a collective exhale, a global moment of rest. As you breathe, the air enters your lungs carrying oxygen that was once released by plants, perhaps from forests far away or oceans filled with microscopic life. That oxygen has traveled through winds and currents before reaching you. It arrives gently, without announcement, You can receive it without effort and release it again, trusting the cycle to continue. The stars above remain distant and calm, their light softened by the atmosphere as it reaches the ground. The atmosphere filters harsh radiation, allowing only what is gentle enough for life to pass through. This filtering is constant and protective. In the same way, your mind can filter tonight, allowing only calm impressions to remain, letting sharper thoughts fade away. Earth's landscapes are shaped largely by water, one of the softest forces, yet also one of the most persistent. Water does not rush to carve canyons. It flows, seeps, freezes, melts, repeats. Over time, it reshapes stone itself. Rest works this way too. Quiet moments, repeated often, gently reshape the mind, smoothing edges, creating depth. Your eyelids may feel heavier now, as if they are learning from the earth how to close slowly and completely. Darkness behind closed eyes is not empty. It is spacious. It gives the mind somewhere to settle. Just as night gives the planet time to cool and recover, darkness gives your senses permission to rest. Deep within the Earth's mantle, pressure remains constant, unwavering. Despite immense forces, balance is maintained. This teaches that calm does not mean the absence of pressure, but the presence of stability. Even if parts of you still feel busy or alert, there is a deeper layer already resting, already calm, already safe. The passage of time becomes less important as sleep approaches, minutes blur, thoughts stretch and dissolve. This mirrors geological time, where centuries pass like moments and moments stretch into eternity. The Earth does not measure itself against clocks. It exists within cycles far larger and slower. You can step into that slower time now, where nothing is urgent. The quiet hum of the planet continues uninterrupted. Magnetic fields shift gently. Plates press and release over long spans. Oceans breathe. Atmospheres circulate. All of this happens without noise, without demand. You are allowed to be just as quiet, just as effortless. If a thought appears, you do not need to engage with it. You can let it pass like a shooting star across the night sky, brief and fading, leaving darkness behind. The Earth does not chase meteors. It allows them to pass, sometimes glowing, sometimes disappearing, rarely leaving a trace. As you sink deeper, sensations in the body may become vague, less defined. Hands and feet feel distant. This is natural. The brain is gently disconnecting from the outer world, turning inward. It is following a pattern as old as life itself, guided by the same rhythms that guide tides and seasons. The Earth has been called a cradle for life, not because it holds tightly, but because it supports gently. It provides just enough warmth, just enough gravity, just enough protection. Excess is avoided. Balance is maintained. You are resting within that same balanced system now. There is no need to hold on to wakefulness. There is no need to resist sleep. The planet does not resist the night. You can let yourself drift further, trusting that everything necessary will continue without your involvement. The earth will turn, the air will circulate, your heart will beat, your breath will come and go. And as these steady processes continue, you can fade softly into them, becoming quieter, slower, lighter, until even the sense of listening begins to dissolve, and rest takes over completely. The quiet deepens a little more now, like a room growing darker as the last light fades. You do not need to follow the shift. It happens on its own. The Earth is very good at transitions, and you are resting inside one of them. Your body knows this space. Your mind remembers it. Nothing is unfamiliar here. As the night continues, the planet releases sound as well as heat. Human noise softens. Winds slow in many places. Even the ground itself transmits fewer vibrations. Seismographs around the world often register less activity at night, not because the Earth stops moving, but because surface life becomes quieter. Calm reveals calm. Silence allows silence. Beneath the surface, the Earth remains steady. Rock layers press together with enormous weight, yet there is no panic, no urgency. Pressure exists without distress. This is an important truth of the planet. Not all weight is harmful. Some weight is grounding, stabilizing, reassuring. The gentle heaviness you may feel now is not something to escape. It is something to settle into. Your breath continues to arrive and leave, smooth and unremarkable. Oxygen moves from air to blood without effort, guided by gradients and natural laws. Carbon dioxide leaves just as quietly. This exchange is ancient, shared by nearly all life on Earth. You are participating in a rhythm far older than thought, and it is carrying you toward rest. The Earth's surface is never perfectly still, yet it is never chaotic either. Small vibrations pass through stone, water moves underground through tiny channels, roots grow slowly in darkness. All of this happens without light, without awareness, without attention. The night is not empty, it is simply subtle. Sleep is the same. As you drift, you might imagine the long shadows cast by mountains under moonlight, shadows that stretch and blur rather than sharpen. At night, edges soften, shapes lose definition. The world becomes more forgiving to the eyes, and the mind follows. Precision is no longer required. Approximation is enough. Vague impressions are enough. The Earth's oceans reflect very little light at night, absorbing darkness rather than pushing it away. This absorption helps regulate temperature, preventing extremes. Darkness itself becomes useful, protective. You can allow darkness to be useful now too, absorbing excess thought, excess feeling, excess awareness, until only what is necessary remains. Somewhere on the planet, rain may be falling into the sea, each drop merging instantly without resistance. No drop tries to remain separate. No splash demands attention. Water simply returns to where it belongs. You can let your attention do the same, returning inward, dissolving into a wider quiet. The slow wobble of the Earth's axis, called precession, unfolds over tens of thousands of years. It subtly changes the orientation of the planet in space, yet life adapts without noticing. Changes that large and slow do not feel disruptive. They feel like continuity. Sleep is a change like this. Consciousness shifts orientation, gently, over time, without disturbance. Your muscles may now feel loose, almost distant. Signals from the brain to the body reduce their urgency. This is not loss of control. It is trust. The Earth trusts gravity. Rivers trust downhill paths. Your body trusts sleep. Letting go does not mean something is wrong. It means something is working. The night side of the Earth is cooler not because energy disappears, but because it redistributes. Warmth moves upward and outward, spreading into space. Nothing is destroyed. It is simply shared. You can share your remaining wakefulness now, letting it spread thin until it fades naturally. Even deserts, which absorb intense heat during the day, cool rapidly at night, becoming calm and still. The sand holds warmth briefly, then releases it, grain by grain. This rapid calm is not dramatic. It is quiet and complete. You may feel a similar release now, as the stored intensity of the day leaves your body in small, unnoticed amounts. The Earth's shape is not a perfect sphere. It bulges slightly at the equator due to rotation, adapting to motion rather than resisting it. This flexibility allows stability. Perfection is not required for balance. You do not need to be perfectly relaxed to sleep. You only need to allow yourself to adapt. The stars continue their distant burning, yet their light reaches you softened and dim. Distance itself becomes a calming force. When things are far enough away, they lose their power to disturb. You can let concerns move farther away now, not pushing them, simply letting distance do the work. As your awareness grows quieter, you may notice moments where there is nothing to notice. These gaps are important. They are the spaces where sleep grows. The Earth has gaps too. Vast stretches of ocean, wide plains, empty skies. These spaces are not wasted. They are what make balance possible. The magnetic poles of the Earth drift slowly over time, wandering without urgency. Navigation systems adjust. Life continues. Movement does not have to be fixed to be safe. Your mind can wander too, without direction, without purpose, and still arrive at rest. Night clouds often appear thicker, heavier, yet they float effortlessly. Their weight is an illusion created by shadow. In reality, they are suspended, balanced by air currents. Heaviness in your body may feel similar now. It does not mean strain, it means support. Your heartbeat may feel slower, or you may no longer notice it at all. Either way, it continues faithfully. The Earth's own pulse, measured in subtle electromagnetic rhythms, continues as well. There is comfort in knowing that essential processes do not require awareness, they only require time. Somewhere far from you, waves are breaking on a quiet shore, repeating the same motion again and again. The repetition is soothing, not boring. Predictability becomes a lullaby. Breath in, breath out, wave in, wave out. Night after night, the Earth repeats what works. As you sink deeper, words may lose meaning, becoming sounds rather than ideas. This is natural. The brain is shifting modes, preparing to dream, to repair, to rest. You do not need to hold on to understanding. Understanding can sleep too. The Earth does not watch itself spin. It does not monitor its orbit. It simply continues. You can do the same now, letting awareness dim further, letting effort fall away, letting the quiet carry you the rest of the way, until even the sense of being carried dissolves, and only rest remains. The night feels thicker now, like a soft fabric settling around everything it touches. There is no clear edge to it, only a gradual deepening, the way ink spreads in water. You do not need to move within it. You are already exactly where you need to be, resting on a planet that understands how to hold things gently. The Earth has a way of conserving energy that is quiet and intelligent. During the night, plants slow their outward work. Photosynthesis pauses and resources are conserved rather than spent. This pause is not emptiness. It is preparation. In the dark, systems reorganize, repair small imperfections, and ready themselves for the next cycle of light. Your body mirrors this wisdom now, turning inward, saving energy, doing careful work while you rest. Across the globe, temperatures even out during the night. Extremes soften, hot places cool, cold places stabilize. The atmosphere redistributes warmth like a careful hand smoothing a blanket. This balancing act happens without announcement, guided by simple physical laws that have never needed to be rewritten. You can allow yourself to be smoothed in the same way, rough edges of the day gently pressed flat by rest. Your thoughts may feel farther apart now, with longer pauses between them. This spacing is natural. The brain is reducing the frequency of signals that are no longer necessary. Just as the Earth reduces surface activity at night, your mind is dimming unnecessary lights, leaving only what is essential. Even those remaining lights will soon fade. Somewhere beneath vast stretches of land, aquifers hold water in darkness, moving slowly through porous rock. This movement can take years, even centuries, and yet it never stops. It is calm persistence. Nothing about it is rushed. Water waits until gravity guides it onward. You can wait too, without effort, letting sleep arrive when it is ready. The Earth's crust is cracked and segmented into plates, yet these divisions do not weaken the planet. They allow flexibility. Stress is released gradually along faults rather than building endlessly. This is another quiet lesson. You do not need to be seamless to be strong. You do not need to hold everything together tonight. Let small tensions release naturally, wherever they are ready to soften. The darkness outside is not uniform. It has depth. Shadows overlap. Subtle variations exist within what seems like blackness. Your inner darkness is similar. It is not blank. It is layered, spacious, capable of holding dreams and memories without effort. You can drift into it without fear, trusting its step. The Earth's rotation remains constant, steady to a fraction of a second. This reliability allows light to synchronize with day and night. Your circadian rhythm depends on this steadiness. Even now, deep inside your brain, timekeeping cells are adjusting signals, guiding hormones that encourage sleep. You do not need to understand this process. It is happening because it always has. As awareness fades, sensations in the body may blur together. The boundary between where you end and where the world begins feels less defined. This is similar to the way shorelines blur at night, water and land blending into a single dark shape. Distinctions become unnecessary. Separation relaxes. High above the surface, the atmosphere grows thin and quiet. Air molecules spread farther apart. Collisions become rare and sound disappears. Silence increases with altitude. As your thoughts rise away from detail, silence increases within you as well. Fewer collisions, fewer interruptions, more space. The Earth has been struck by countless meteors over its lifetime, yet it bears these marks calmly. Craters soften over time, filled by erosion and growth. Even impacts fade. Nothing remains sharp forever. If the day left impressions on you, they too will soften. Sleep is erosion in its gentlest form. You may feel a subtle sense of floating now, even though you are firmly supported. This sensation comes from relaxation, from muscles no longer holding unnecessary tension. Astronauts describe a similar feeling when orbiting the Earth, suspended by gravity and motion at the same time, supported without pressure. You are supported now in a quieter way. The night air often carries scents more clearly because heat no longer lifts them away. Stillness allows subtle things to be noticed. Then, as sleep deepens, even these subtle perceptions fade. Attention turns inward. The outer world recedes without resistance. This retreat is peaceful. Earth's ecosystems rest in different ways at night. Some animals sleep deeply. Others move quietly under cover of darkness. Balance is maintained. Not everything stops at once, and nothing is forced to be what it is not. You can rest in your own way tonight, without comparison, without expectation. The slow drift of the moon continues, inching farther from the Earth each year, a change so gradual it feels like permanence. Relationships on a planetary scale do not require closeness to remain stable. Distance can be gentle. You can allow distance between yourself and your thoughts now, letting them move away naturally. As you breathe, the rise and fall of your chest becomes smaller, subtler. Less air is needed as the body relaxes. The Earth's own breathing, in the form of seasonal gas exchange between land, ocean, and atmosphere, also becomes quieter at certain times of year. Reduction is not loss. It is efficiency. The darkness behind your closed eyes may now feel textured, like a soft field rather than a blank wall. This is the mind beginning to dream, even before sleep fully arrives. Images may flicker and fade. You do not need to follow them. Let them pass like reflections on deep water. The Earth's oceans store vast amounts of heat, releasing it slowly over long periods. This storage prevents sudden changes and creates stability. Your body stores warmth too, releasing it gradually through the night. You are wrapped in a stable system designed to protect you as you rest. Words may now begin to blur, losing their edges, turning into rhythm rather than meaning. That is perfectly fine. Language is not required for sleep. The Earth existed for billions of years before language appeared. Rest does not depend on understanding. It depends on allowance. You do not need to listen closely anymore. You do not need to remember. The planet will continue to do what it does best. You can let yourself sink deeper into this shared stillness, where time stretches, where effort dissolves, where the quiet intelligence of Earth carries you gently downward, into a place where nothing asks anything of you, and everything continues exactly as it should. The stillness has a weight to it now, but it is a comforting weight, like a blanket that settles without pressing. You may feel less aware of where your body rests, as if the exact shape of the moment no longer matters. This is natural. The Earth itself does not cling to precise shapes. Mountains soften, valleys widen. Everything becomes gentler with time. Across the planet, night deepens unevenly. Some places are already wrapped in the quietest hours, while others are just beginning to dim. This gradual spread of darkness is like a slow tide, rolling patiently, never rushing to cover everything at once. You are somewhere within that tide, carried along without effort, floating toward deeper rest. The Earth's gravity remains constant, yet your experience of it can change. When muscles relax fully, gravity feels less like a pull and more like a presence. It holds rather than drags. It steadies rather than weighs down. You can allow yourself to be held now, trusting the surface beneath you to support every part of you evenly. Beneath oceans and continents, the Earth's mantle flows like thick honey, moving so slowly it appears solid. This flow shapes the surface over vast spans of time, raising land, lowering basins, creating balance through movement that feels like stillness. Your own inner processes are similar now, shifting quietly beneath awareness, rearranging, restoring, without needing attention. The air around you may feel cooler, calmer. Night air tends to settle, reducing turbulence. Particles drift downward. Movement becomes minimal. This calm air allows sounds to travel farther, yet fewer sounds exist to travel at all. Silence expands. You can rest within that expanding silence, letting it surround you gently. The Earth's nights are not empty of life. Insects hum softly. Nocturnal animals move with care. Plants adjust internally. Yet none of this activity feels loud or urgent. It is quiet life, efficient and unhurried. Your own body is engaging in this quiet life now, tending to itself without disturbance. As consciousness softens, memory becomes less defined. Details blur. The brain releases its grip on timelines and tasks. This is similar to how the Earth releases old landscapes, allowing rivers to change course, coastlines to shift, forests to migrate. Nothing is held permanently in one form. Change is allowed, and rest is part of that change. You may notice that your breathing has become shallow and slow, almost imperceptible. This does not mean it is weak, it means it is efficient. The Earth's own systems become more efficient at night, conserving energy, reducing loss. Efficiency feels like ease. You can let ease guide you now. High above, the ionosphere glows faintly in response to solar energy absorbed during the day, releasing it slowly into the night. This gentle glow is invisible to most, yet it is always there, a quiet echo of daylight. In the same way, traces of the day may still glow faintly in your mind, but they are dimming, releasing their energy, fading without effort. The concept of direction becomes less important now. There is no forward or backward in sleep, no up or down. Just depth. The Earth knows this depth well. Its deepest trenches and highest peaks are part of the same system, balanced by gravity and time. You can allow yourself to sink into depth without fear. As the night grows quieter, the brain begins to produce slower waves, long, rolling patterns that resemble ocean swells more than sharp signals. These waves are associated with deep rest. They carry awareness away from the surface and into calmer layers. You can imagine yourself riding one of these slow waves now, drifting without resistance. The Earth's oldest rocks have witnessed countless nights. They have cooled, warmed, been buried, been revealed again. They remain, not because they resist change, but because they accept it. Endurance comes from flexibility. You can let yourself be flexible now, releasing any need to stay alert. The darkness behind your eyes may now feel vast, almost endless. This is similar to the deep night sky, where distances are so great they lose meaning. Vastness can feel soothing when nothing within it demands attention. You can rest in that vastness, letting it hold you. Somewhere, glaciers move slowly, inches per year, reshaping entire landscapes over time. Their movement is so slow it feels like stillness, yet it is unstoppable. This is how sleep arrives too, slowly enough that you cannot mark its progress, yet inevitably, completely. The Earth's internal clock does not hurry. Seasons unfold when they are ready. Ice melts when enough warmth arrives. Leaves fall when the balance shifts. Sleep follows this same logic. It arrives not when demanded, but when conditions are right. Conditions are right now. Your awareness may flicker, drifting in and out. This is the threshold, the gentle boundary where wakefulness loosens its hold. The Earth has boundaries like this too, twilight zones where day and night overlap, where neither dominates. These zones are calm, quiet, transitional. You are resting in one now. The sound of this voice may feel farther away, as if it is echoing through a larger space. That space is your mind opening, expanding, letting go of focus. You do not need to follow the sound. You can let it become part of the background, like wind or distant water. The Earth's shape causes time itself to pass slightly differently at different altitudes. Clocks run slower closer to the surface, faster higher up. Time is flexible here. You can let it stretch or dissolve entirely. There is no schedule in sleep. As you drift, the sense of self may soften. Boundaries blur. This is not loss. It is rest. The Earth is not diminished by being part of a solar system, a galaxy, a universe. Connection does not erase identity. Rest does not erase you. It supports you. The night holds everything without judgment. It does not demand productivity. It does not require explanation. It simply exists, offering cover and quiet. You are allowed to accept this offering fully. You do not need to stay awake to keep things running. You do not need to watch. The planet does not watch itself. You can allow the remaining edges of thought to dissolve now, letting the slow, steady rhythms of earth and body merge until awareness thins to a gentle hum, and even that hum fades, leaving you suspended in a deep, effortless rest, carried quietly by a world that knows exactly how to hold you.